Okay, let's go to Viet. Your turn, Viet.
Forecasting your likely result. In the column to the right, explain what factors in play are mostly likely to affect your financial and career goal results, and why you feel so. First, family, and next, location, and next one, industry or field of work, educational level and specification, your gender, your ethnicity, and other.
Okay, very good. Good reading. Okay, so we're trying to forecast what is likely to happen to you in the next 40 years in terms of your career and your financial results. And number one is probably family, right? If you're born into a rich family like the Rockefellers or the Kennedys or the Trumps, or whatever, your chances of doing well are much enhanced, right? Obviously, okay. And then also again depends on where you're born, what city, region, or country you're born. Again, if you're born in a poor country, then your chances of doing well are much diminished. If you're born in a mid-level country, it's going to be very difficult for you to be financially wealthy. But if you're born in a rich city or rich region or rich country, like California, United States, then your chances of doing well are much enhanced, I would say. Okay? And then number three, your industry or field of work. In the United States, probably the best industry to work in is healthcare. They are probably the people who make the most money overall and have the best benefits, maybe the best job security, and they have good pensions. So that's probably the best industry in the United States, healthcare, doctors, nurses, like that. And we have quite a few students here who are nurses, who are registered nurses, mostly from the Philippines and from Nigeria, mainly. So they're in a strong position. They have work visas because we have a need for nurses in the United States, and they're making about $50,000 a year on a student visa. Okay, so that's probably the best field. The next best field is probably law. That's probably the best. It's kind of a stressful field, but it's the next industry that pays the best. And then number three is probably sales. If you're a good salesperson, selling houses, selling cars, selling big things, better than small things.
How about small things like Rolex?
Yeah, well, that's kind of a big one. That's like a car, no? Almost like a car, like a used car. That could be good. It could be good. So those are probably the top three fields. And then number four is your educational level and specialization. Generally speaking, the more education you have, the more opportunities you have. And but it also depends on what you specialize in. So if you specialize in, let's say, anthropology or archaeology, you're probably going to have a hard time of it moving forward. But if you specialize in business or nursing or medicine, even social work, you're likely to do better than other fields of study. And then number five is kind of controversial, but we probably need to touch on it. And number five is gender. And traditionally or historically, women have stayed home with children and men have worked. Okay, so historically, men have done better than women over the centuries. Okay, but that is changing. That is changing now. Women are being very successful in every field of endeavor in the United States, whether it's medicine or education or sales or politics, whatever. I think the gender gap has been closing between men's achievements or men's accomplishments and women's. So that, I think, is changing. And then number six is also kind of controversial, but we probably need to mention it. Your ethnicity probably will have some impact on your financial and career results. Okay, and the reason I say that is because some groups are more successful than others, and we can enumerate them probably on one hand or two. Okay, and probably the most successful groups in the United States and maybe on the planet are probably number one, the Jews. Jewish people are very successful people. Okay, and then maybe the Germans, and then the Japanese, and then maybe the French, and the Spanish. In Spain,